Hello, my brothers and sisters. Welcome back to Erie's Witchcraft. So these have been very trying times for us all. Something happened to me this week that I wanted to share with you guys. It may help you with what's going on. And I kind of owe it to the spirits that came to me and relayed messages to me that I didn't quite understand when they told me until the other day when I just woke up and felt peace in my heart, which is something that I haven't felt in a very long time and never expected to feel, especially now. A lot is happening, a lot is going on spiritually, and we're going to talk about that. A lot of these conclusions that I came to with the world and myself are different from how I normally think, behave, or react to things. And I'm taking it as it was a lesson learned well. So I will start it with, I believe this is no accident, no coincidence. Everything is happening how it's supposed to. And what can we do to look within to make the changes that we want? Because with what's going on has a lot more to do with other things than one person, one injustice, or one tragedy. See, we're all in this together, and where we go from here is a very fragile point or direction, and very spiritual, very deep. It's about change within ourselves, about looking within for the answers on what we really want to change. And that starts with us as a person and who we are. So to make it short, you can sum it all up as what's happening right now is a mass deep shadow work, if you will. And I want to kind of explore this, and then later on in the video I will relay the messages I received, and I will start this video with part of it. What was whispered to me is, do not fear, instead understand. Do not react, instead find peace. Lest we feed the lower frequency and make chaos our reality. Now, these messages came to me when I was going to do the solidarity ritual with the other witches that wanted to put out justice, and I agreed with that. But then I was visited by spirits that told me, don't do anything. Don't react. And I was kind of taken back by that. I'm like, why the hell would I not? You know, I definitely want to show my support and that I do believe in this cause, and I still do. But our approach from within is very important on how we deal with this as well. So a lot of you have heard that we're going through a great awakening. It is true. Months ago, we could feel, you would hear a lot of people saying we could feel something coming, something big is coming. Well, it's here. And this ain't the end of it. The world is changing. Revolution and both evolution. We are changing. And it's rampant. Most of the people that you see right now reacting are in a way purging. Others are in fear. And some have not spiritually grown, learnt, or woke up yet. But fear not, my brothers and sisters, because people are unplugging from the corrupt programming and illusions that kept us ignorant, powerless, and in fear for so long. This moment is why most of us are here, why most of us are living this life. It's powerful stuff when you really think about it. We're here to help wake others up that are not yet awake. We are here to unite, to find peace within our power and power within our peace, to transform. Let's take a look at the world and kind of analyze the behavior. So back about November-ish, I began to see or notice, even though I know it's been going on for a while now, but more specifically around this time's when I personally began to notice the sensitivity, not only in myself, but everybody around me. A lot of platforms have become quite toxic because it seems like everyone is offended over everything, very sensitive and very passionate about how they're feeling. And it's been quite intense, right? Seems like an overreaction to literally everything. However, this is a common sign during an awakening. Just stop, look at yourself and everyone around you, and you'll be able to see this. And then we had, after the outbreak threat, you know, then we had this murder happen, a very tragic murder of George Floyd, rest his soul. May he be in paradise. Which kind of ignited a reaction, and for good cause, for good reason. I felt those emotions, the pain, the anger, the rage. I wanted to react. And as someone who has been an activist for a long time and peaceful anarchist, I want to be out there protesting. I want to be out there reacting. However, there are bigger things at hand here that are playing out. I will use my platform, I will speak my truth, and I will fight, for this movement. However, how we go about it, I think, is definitely important to our spirituality. And I didn't understand that until those spirits told me what they told me, which I'll reveal soon. And it really kind of sums up to the ego, these battles and the ego, and what are we battling for? It's important to keep in mind. This definitely had to happen and should have happened because we need change. We definitely do. And on the other hand, we have the spiritual aspect of it. So out of this tragedy came life in a way. People started rising, they started seeing how things really are. And we're not going to stand for it because unity here is key. People are also not only connected to others, but we're connected to ourselves as well, you know. We are looking within now and asking who we are and who we want to be. We are realizing that everything around us is vibrating energy, that this is all bigger than just the self. We began to see spirituality in the rise of witchcraft over the last few years, and we're starting to understand peace and connectiveness, and that everything is greater than just us or the self. You are living, you are existing. So living in fear and worry is changing into loving and caring and expecting nothing back. Service to each other. We see this as people stand side by side peacefully together. They're feeding each other, uniting. They're purging out their shadow selves and standing for something greater in peace and unity. We are getting rid of that no longer serves humankind. Racism doesn't serve anybody but a nasty ego. I am you and you are me. It doesn't matter what color, race, background you have. We should be looking into each other's eyes and seeing ourselves in one another. Ego, racism, hate, all being purged out of us. And feeling the suffering of the world, people, and feeling the compassion for all, which is part of our humanity. How we're supposed to be, that compassion or that passion for human life. We need to fix the world to move forward and struggle with people who are selfish and still programmed. But until we are awake and evolving into unity, love, peace, harmony, balance, we're not going to feel fulfilled. So that is our goal here, is to look within. Because imagine if everybody took this advice and looked within themselves and changed themselves, came into their spirituality and their humanity and their love, peace and balance. Imagine if everybody just woke up like that tomorrow. How beautiful the world would be and what we could achieve. It's what it's all about, and we're moving and we're changing into an unknown world, but the hidden is coming to light. This is what we are seeing all over the world right now. Those in power are crumbling. The system, the evil is crumbling. The illusion is crumbling. And we are all unplugging and preparing our new world. So my point here is the world is not going crazy. This is the apocalypse of illusions that we were taught and programmed to see. Ego death in a way, to be reborn and to reconnect with each other and our world, to unite. Everything happening is not to be feared, but embraced, welcomed. Feel every moment of it. It's all a part of a greater thing than just the emotions we feel as well. They are valid in our journey, and we are not alone in this journey. It's happening in an alignment that is bringing us to where we are supposed to be. So it is time to wake up, my brothers and sisters. Wake up and get in touch with ourselves. Know thyself, and get in touch with that unity and love and compassion. or stay in the matrix and ignorant, comfortable. We can look at it in fear and we can keep battling with others. Or we can understand what is happening and seek and embrace this awakening as human, so-so, but more as a spiritual being living a human experience. This is your reckoning. This is your calling into action, into your heroic journey. Will you answer it, or will you stay in the illusion of ignorance? I have been visited by entities this past week, instructing me, like I said, not to do what I was going to do on the full moon to show my solidarity. But I was told by this entity not to do it because everything's happening exactly how it's supposed to be. And like I said, I didn't understand it until I think it was Monday. So this next year is going to be about mass shadow work and battles. Everything is going to come to light. And we're going to be facing multiple issues head on. Our first instinct is to distract ourselves from what's happening because it's uncomfortable, unbearable almost, or to remain kind of blind or in denial. But we must bring these issues to light and deal with them within ourselves and community. And just know that this is happening now. Keep that in mind. So the battles will not end, but we must fight through them for change and the world that we're seeking. Race wars, political wars, country wars, literally everything. The dualities are going to show their ugly faces. I woke up in the middle of the chaos, feeling such passionate emotions and wanting to react and reacting. And if you've known me for a while, you'll know I'm a reaction type person. I was very easily triggered. But I facing, depression and a very low vibration, the sadness of the world. I was getting very attached. I had all these emotions and was scared. I was scared like everybody else. But when I woke up that day, I felt balance, excitement, a feeling of it's all going to be okay. It's all playing out how it's supposed to for a greater purpose. Later yesterday evening, I was visited again by two beings that completely caught me off guard. One, I've never seen an angelic being, and this was the first time. And two, I never worked with or called Samael or Samal, however you pronounce it. They both came to me together. I do believe the angelic being was Gabriel. And then the darker being, Samal or Samael. And if people know the myths with him, they'll know he is the left hand of God, the one who does the darkness or the necessary work for him. But I'm not too interested in all of that or why they came. I'm actually just grateful that they did. They said to me, don't focus on what the world is going through. Focus on you and what the world will become and how you can help make the world become that. They in power want to stop the progression of our evolution and spiritual evolution. The key is unity, connectiveness, and seeing clearly the illusion they programmed us to see. Instead of focusing only on our battles, see what lies ahead beyond these battles. Battle the change and the apocalypse no longer. Become one with self. Become one with the universe. Become one with the people. And I was told both light and dark workers play a great hand in this. Both sides were praised by these entities because we need balance, I believe. And I think coming to me in a darker and a lighter form was very symbolic. We must descend before we ascend. Without darkness, you can't see the stars or the moon or illumination. Without light, we are blind to the wonders of the world and the wonders of darkness and the mysteries that it holds, both equally as important as the other. Sorry about the notification. But there is only one race, the human race. And no one human is better or more expendable than the other. Black lives matter. Every living being matters. Every object and creature matters. You matter. I matter. We are one. Division is how they keep us powerless. So if people are giving you a hard time, battles, loved ones, friends, well, then we just have to love them harder because they're not there yet at that understanding yet. They will be because the universe is forcing it. They're still blind and bound, but the awakening will be a rude one for those people. And those of us standing for the cause, do not stop or give up. Purge out your truth. Face these battles together so you can achieve unity. Choose to never be blind or ignorant again. If you're watching this, my brothers and sisters, I love you. Be kind to each other. We're moving toward a world we've never known before. Do not fear it. Instead, ride the wave with it. Embrace it, lest you drown going against the current. The government is going to keep throwing trials at us, battles, distractions. Keep you trapped and divided and scared. Any battle is dividing us. Any battle, any argument. Don't let that happen. That's not what we're trying to achieve here. We have to let that part of our ego go. Even if you feel like it's letting you down, it's not. So we will no longer let that happen. Strap in because this will be one hell of a ride. But most of us were born to be here for this. Redefine who you are and transform into who you want to become. This is the rapture I truly believe myself. Spoken and interpreted in many cultures and religions. This change is our way to come together and to build ourselves and the world into how we want it to be and how it should be. This is getting quite long. Sorry for talking your ear off, but this message I got was very important and it changed me. And I hope it gets through and changes you for the greater good. I may do a part 2 to this for more predictions and information I receive from my path work and discuss the energies at work, and there are multiple. This year we look within and start with ourselves, learning, growing, shadow work, battles, and chaotic situations, but all necessary. We must change ourselves before we can change the world. This year will force you to go through go through all this. Resist it, you'll drown. Work with it and embrace it, and you will surf the waves. Dance as a community together. Smile together. Help your neighbors. Find peace and joy. Raise those vibrations. Raise your love, your compassion. The Mayans referred to an illusionary world. Well, look at your reality and your society. It's time for change. So let's do this together. I'm thinking I held off on Serpent Sundays and Mayhem Mondays for this reason. So I will probably pick up on Mayhem Mondays where I leave off on this today. And Serpent Sundays will start again this Sunday with deeper knowledge about a variety of things. So this awakening I want to kind of document through Mayhem Mondays on what's going on with the world and spirituality, and sort of a guide or tips to help you through it, or more messages I may receive through spirits or dream work, and my journey too will be shared. And we will discuss stages of the awakening and other information to hopefully help you understand or adapt to this. This is a great thing, my brothers and sisters, and I thank you for joining me with this, because I feel that this is my way of contributing. This is my way, speaking my truth, and I want to say I do stand with the movement and the cause. But we need to look bigger, make this bigger, get rid of all discrimination, all hate, get rid of all that is not working toward this spiritual unity. Love each other. Love each other. Let them no longer divide us. Much love, you guys, and thank you for watching.